budget. Hello, new scenery. This is my car. Today, this video, I can't even believe I'm saying this. I am giving myself a budget, going to Barnes & Noble, and trying to stay within said budget. Guys, this is the hardest challenge I've ever done. I have a $50 bill here. Who is this? Guys, who is this? Yes, Ulysses S. Grant. Yes, that's who it is. We have a $50 bill here, and we are going to go to Barnes & Noble, and we're going to try to spend either like 50 or under. We're going to try to stay under 50. And this summer has been absolutely horrible. Nobody told me that 19 completely sucks. And so the only thing that seems to bring me joy is book shopping. The problem is I don't have money. And whenever I go book shopping, I end up racking up $200 to $300 worth of books. And honestly, I don't even need it. Like, my TBR is humongous. And so we're going to see what I can do with this. I'm honestly so scared. The last time I went to Barnes & Noble and gave myself a budget, I told myself my budget was $75. And I think I ended up spending $150. And like, here's the thing. It's like, I feel like when I use my card, I don't really mind when I go over budget, because it's just like, oh, I'm mindlessly tapping. You know what I mean? But that's why this time I'm going in with cash, because I don't really have another choice. Like, if he tells me, hey, it's 55, I hand him this 50, he's going to be like, well, girl, what am I supposed to do with this? So we're going to use cash. I'm not going to tap my card at all at Barnes & Noble. I have my rewards. I don't think I have anything on it to use, but that's beside the point. So yeah, I'm really excited. We're going to do that. So I think what I'm going to do is, and I basically do this every time I go to Barnes & Noble, I'm going to pick up some books that I'm interested in, sit at the Starbucks and decide which ones I'm going to get. We're going to do some mathematics and see how this goes. I'm currently reading, I'm also probably going to sit and read. So let's talk about my current read. I'm currently reading The Bone Season by Samantha Shannon. This was included in my last haul. And I was like, oh, like, I don't know when I'm gonna read it. Girl, I started this right away. I am absolutely obsessed with it. And I know I was saying I was nervous because it was a fantasy. And I was like, oh, I'm not big on fantasy. The world building, it's a lot for me. This is so amazing. The world that we're in is really intricate. So we're in the future. It's 2059, I believe. And we're in London. I don't even want to, like, I'm gonna make a video talking about my last current next. So I don't want to go too much into this right now. But it's so good so far. I haven't even made a dent in it, like, at all. And I've been like taking notes because, again, like, fantasy is a little bit more difficult for me. But also in this book, there's like clairvoyance, that's what they call them, but there's so many different types. And so I started reading this at work, so this is like a kitchen check thing. But I was taking notes on each type of clairvoyant. And yeah, the world is just, I'm in it. It's very dystopian. I feel like it reminds me George Orwell's 1984 Big Brother, because it's like Zion is a safe place, and then they have like these people that are like do the checks on the subway, there's books that are banned, like things like that. And so it reminds me of 1984. There's so many elements here that I love, and it's just like, you would have never guessed that this was like dystopian, because I feel like there's a lot of fantasy that have like political elements in it, but this like is genuinely terrifying. And also the fact that 2059 is closer than it feels is also kind of scary. Also, something that I love about this book that they didn't mention in the back, like, there are spirits involved, which I really like. Like, I didn't know there, it's just like, oh, there's so many elements, and I'm absolutely loving it. And even though it's taking me a lot of time to get through because I have to like actually sit and think, I'm really enjoying sitting and thinking. So, and this is like a rewrite, because she wrote these books a couple years ago, or a lot of years ago, I don't know, and it wasn't the best, so she decided to rewrite it. She didn't want to give up on the series. So this is the first book. It's a 7-book series. I think there's 4 or 5 out right now. So I have the first and the second. So once I'm done this one, I'm going to read the second one, which is the Mime Order. But yeah, I guess that's an intro for this video. So I'm going to drive over to Barnes & Noble. I just got out of work. I changed because I'm not going to Barnes & Noble's in my work uniform. So I'll give you guys a fit check when we get to Barnes & Noble. We'll walk around the store together. Seatbelt. Let's go. My mom saw me parked outside, and she's like, are you okay? Like, girl. Also, little conversation. I'm going to the bookstore by myself, which is kind of depressing, to be honest. I've been watching the Solo Traveling with Tracy Ellis Ross. Love her down. But lately I've had a very lonely summer, and I think that I've been waiting for other people to come do things with me. And it's like, if they're not doing things with me, then I'm not going. Like yesterday, anyways, yesterday I wasn't feeling well, and so sorry, I'm trying to pay attention to the road too. Yesterday I wasn't feeling well, and so I didn't go anywhere. But like, I was supposed to go to Barnes & Noble yesterday with a friend, and then she like bailed, and she was like, oh, maybe we can go tomorrow. And I'm like, okay. So tomorrow is today. I bring clothes to work to change into, and I'm like, I text her and I'm like, hey, am I still picking you up when I get out of work? And she goes, oh, I completely forgot about that. I'm already doing something. Okay. So then I'm like, okay, well, do I still want to go? What do I do? And okay, now it looks like I'm in heaven. Sorry. Okay, so I'm like, okay, do I go? Do I go home? But then I thought about it, and I was like, okay, if I go home, I'm literally just gonna sit there depressed. And what good does that do me? I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Oh, I mean, screw it. We're gonna go by myself. I'm gonna film my video, because she was gonna also help me film. She was like, oh, I'll like hold the camera for you. I'm like, oh, that's really sweet. Especially because I do think I have a little bit of anxiety filming like in front of people, you know what I mean? But she bailed, and I am kind of tired of waiting for people to do things with me. I've been doing that all summer because I was going through a breakup, and you would think when you're going through a breakup, you should be able to lean on your friends, right? That has not been my experience this summer. And like, no tea, no shade, but I feel like I'm such a great friend, and I really like stick my neck out for everybody, and it doesn't feel like they do the same for me. Like, I feel like I'm everyone's friend, but I have no friends. I don't know if that makes sense. So yeah, and my mom, I was like, oh, I'm still gonna go to Barnes & Noble, and you know, I want to get food, but I don't know, eating by myself is also really scary and slightly sad. But she was just like, oh, maybe ask so-and-so. But I'm so sick of rejection, I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, I did text one of my friends who's at work, and I was like, hey, do you want to get Chili's with me when you get off? And I haven't heard back yet. He's working. But we'll see. I mean, at this point, this is just exposure therapy to rejection, because he's probably gonna be like, girl, no, like, because we haven't talked in a while. But yeah, I don't know what it is. I feel like I love really hard and really loudly, and I think that's something that scares people as well. I'm very straightforward about how I feel about people, and I care so much, and I'm not ashamed of that. Like, I have no shame in my game. I care, and sometimes I do wish I was a little bit more nonchalant, but I don't have a calm bone in my body at all. So yeah, actually, I'm about to listen to The Subway by Chapel Roan, because I just need to scream. Like, I don't have a calm bone in my body at all. And so, yeah, that's what's going on right now. So, let's listen to The Subway. If you know, you know. Let's see. This is my first time listening to it. Obviously, I've heard clips of it on TikTok, but I haven't listened to the whole song. I know the live version is better. She, like, belts out, but... Okay, let me look at the road. I'm almost at Barnes & Noble. It's literally only 15 minutes from my job. Also, I can't tell how I feel about this song, especially because, again, just recently went through a breakup, and I can't tell if I'm the one that got away or if he got away from me. Because he broke up with me. Here's the thing, though. I obviously love him very much. Always will. Even if it's not, like, romantically, you know? But also, like, do I really want to be stuck in a relationship with someone who doesn't want me? So did I get away? Am I the one that got away? It doesn't feel like it, but in a few it may. I'm definitely gonna have to edit this out, or I'm gonna get copyrighted. So I'll just sing to you guys. I'll do a voice over. It would be so stupid. I think it's funny. I'm moving to Saskatchewan. It's just Jeez, what's up? She got away. She got away. She got away. The left turn into Barnes & Noble is so dangerous. And I'm gonna do it every time for these books. Every time. This is my happy place. I'm such a bad driver, guys. It's not even funny. Like, I hit stationary object. I've never gotten into a car accident. Let's be clear. Never gotten into a car accident. Now, have I hit a couple poles? Absolutely. Have I hit a car? Yeah. Were there people in the car? No. So I don't really count that. And I got rear-ended once. Guys, I don't know. This is gonna be the dumbest video I've ever posted. Oh, I love this song, guys. I love Brent Faiyaz. And he just dropped this recently. It's my song. Hold on, I'm about to sing to y'all. I also am gonna get copyrighted for this. Ready?
I'm really a Donna. I take care of everybody.
Put that on everybody. She says she can't go without me. I don't doubt it, no. Okay, so we're gonna go into Barnes & Noble. I'm gonna bring the bone season in with me and sit and read because, like, I always get scared when I do that because I don't want them to think I'm stealing books. But, like, literally, I have a bookmark in this, I've written in it, and I have notes. So, but yeah, $50. Let's go. Okay, I'm here in the back. I don't know if you can hear me, but I'm in Barnes & Noble. I'm in the Starbucks, and so I'm trying not to be loud. Obviously, in public, talking to the camera. I have 3 genres that I picked from: fiction, social sciences or non-fiction, and then fantasy. Reading the Bone series the Bone season has me in a fantasy mood, and so I was like, let me grab some fantasies and see what I'd be into, because it's like, if I'm in that mood, I'm gonna read them, you know. 3 fiction books. One is a debut novel by Cynthia Weiner, and it's about this girl. How old is she? Well, she starts college in the fall, so I'm assuming she's 18. So it's the summer of 1986. Her mom has like depression, and like she's like kind of abusive toward her, and she's also a virgin, which she's very upset about. And so this summer, she wants to, number 1, avoid her mother, and number 2, lose her virginity. That's like her goals. And then it says both feel impossible, and she keeps going to this like bar in Manhattan or whatever, and then she sees this guy at the bar. She's really into him, and she starts doing cocaine. It sounds really good, but I don't know if I want to buy this now, because it's like, first of all, it's $30. I'm working with it. I'll come to Barnes & Noble and take pictures of books that I want to read. Like, I don't know if you can see that, but like, I'll literally just take pictures of books I'm going to download on my Kindle or on my iPad, because some books just I don't need to be paying full price for them. I'm sorry. Next, I have Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil by V.E. Schwab. I've never read a V.E. Schwab book. I know. I really want to, but I haven't, and I really want to. But this is fiction, it's not fantasy, which I think is her typical genre. I don't even know what this is about. Okay, wait. 3 young women, their bodies planted in the same soil, their stories tangling like roots. One grows high, one grows deep, and one grows wild, and all of them go whatever that is. Whatever. Yeah. This follows 3 women. Whoa, they're playing Faye Webster. I don't know much about Kingston.
Hi. Can I get a caramel ribbon crunch frappuccino? Oh yeah.
Who is playing Faye Webster in Barcelona? Anyways, so it goes from 1532 to 1827 to 2019. All involve like a man of some sort, or like a decision that changes their lives. And so like I do want to know how they connect. Like my thing is, if it doesn't connect well, it's gonna piss me off. My worry is that the timelines between these 3 women are so far apart that it's going to make no sense to me. So this is in a maybe pile. I'm gonna put this in maybe because this is also a signed edition. But it's also like, do I really need a signed edition if I've never read the Yishuan book? Like this might be better off someone else's house. The last fiction one on this, like in this stack, is the book club for troublesome women. I actually think I'm gonna get this, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so it's about this girl, Margaret, right? And they're living in the suburbs. She's a housewife. It's, what is it? It's like the 1960s. It's the 1960s. She has 3 children, a husband, living in the suburbs, like picture perfect life. And then this woman moves into their town. Her name's Charlotte. Charlotte's mysterious. Margaret's like, I want to get to know Charlotte. So Margaret's like, how am I gonna get to know Charlotte? She starts a book club. Guess what the first book they read is? The Feminine Mystique. So it's just about a bunch of housewives that like stir shit up. Like I think I'm gonna love this. It's also $18.99. It's in budget. Let's go through the fantasy. Okay, this is called Throne of Secrets by Carrie Maniscalco, I think. When did I even grab this? I don't even remember grabbing this, to be completely real with you. I'm sorry, like I think the reason I grabbed it is because it's like the 7 deadly sins, like that's how each person is defined, and the main guy, he's the Prince of Gluttony, and I'm pretty sure I thought that was like really cool. This sounds really good. I'm not getting this today. This is not worth it in my budgeting. This goes in my no pile. No. Then we have the duologies, One Dark Window and 2 Twisted Crowns. Yeah, this is the Shepherd King duology. I don't even know what this is about, to be real with you, but like, let's see, what is... oh, she shares her mind with a monster named Nightmare. She meets the king's nephew, who is like no good, and they're trying to like save the kingdom. But I don't know what's wrong with the kingdom. I do really want to get this though, because once I finish, so the Bone Seed has 4 books right now. I have 2, and I'll probably keep going. Probably. Well, heavy on probably, heavy on maybe. I really like it so far, but like I'm really bad at finishing series, to the point where like one of my videos is going to be finishing series I'm in the middle of, because it's a lot. I literally got to the tandem read of Throne of Glass and gave up because I got overwhelmed. The last thing that we have is nonfiction. It's called Greedy. It's this woman's story about being bisexual. But here's what made me laugh about this. Okay, I saw an Instagram reel and it was like, oh, send this to your favorite bisexual. And then he goes, hi, Greedy. Like, I was gagged. So when I saw this, it was like this here, right? All I saw was the Greedy. I was like, watch this be about bisexual. But this is a nonfiction about bisexuals, and she talks about, it says notes from a bisexual who wants too much, and she talks about like social media and things like that. It's more of a modern one. It reminds me of like Amanda Montell, like her books, like her essay book. No, I just feel like I could really relate to this, because like I feel like I'm still figuring myself out, especially like there's one section that's like am I queer enough, and it's like real. It's really interesting. Let's do the math. Let's do the math. Now I do have $5 in rewards that I can use because the lady at Starbucks told me. I think this is my stack. This is what I want to get, but I fear this may be over budget. So let's do some math. I have the Book Club of Troublesome Women, which I'm definitely getting. This says $18.99. We're just gonna round it up to 19. This is $18 flat. These 2 are $18.99. So we're gonna do 19 plus 19. We're at 75 minus 5. It's $77. Say we get up there. And they go, you don't have enough. I'm gonna figure out what book that. Is this on Kindle Unlimited too? If it's on Kindle Unlimited, I'm not getting it. Let's. Yeah. They're both on Kindle Unlimited, girl. Yeah. Bye. I'm not buying. They're both on Kindle Unlimited.
I remember this being whack.
Okay. It's 66 minus 5. 61. $10 over budget. Which I have. Right. We're gonna get these 3. Okay. I'll meet you guys at the register. Okay, I am back in my car. I know I said, oh, meet you at the register, but that was me being overly confident because I was not recording in front of that lady. But that's okay because I have my receipt. So, my total was $65.03. I am $15 over my budget. I feel like we knew this was gonna happen, so, yeah. I don't even know what, at this point, this was just a come with me to Barnes & Noble. Like, but you know what? It's still under $100, which I feel like is not normal for me. So, I think we should still, this is still a cause for celebration. That, I think, concludes this video. Editing this is going to be absolutely terrible because I've spent half of this video just eating an Oreo brownie, so my apologies. Filming, I think I got a little comfortable filming publicly. Also, I think this is the first time I've ever done a solo Barnes & Noble trip. And you know what? Tracy Ellis Ross is right. Doing things alone is okay. It sucks. It really does suck because you really have no other choice. So, like, that sucks. But also, like, I stayed in certain sections as long as I wanted. I was in the social sciences section for like an hour. I got out of work at 3 o'clock. It is currently 5:49. Like, I had nobody rushing me through the bookstore. Nobody pulling me to certain sections. Like, I had fun. And now I get to drive home, listen to the music I want to listen to, and not worry about somebody else in my car making music decisions. So I would say this was a successful trip, a fun video. I didn't achieve my goal, but we had fun, okay? So yeah, and then I need to figure out what books I'm taking with me to DC. And I'm gonna do a little DC vlog. It's still gonna be bookish, like I'm gonna talk about what books I'm reading while I'm there. And then I need to figure out what books I'm taking to college with me, which is going to be very heartbreaking. That's going to be very hard. I also only go to school 30 minutes from home, so I don't know why I'm acting like I'm going to war and I'm never going to see my books again, but still, it's still an important decision to make. That's all. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.